clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay. I myself is a Dr. Sumera Mehmood, and I am from the Pakistan, representing Iqra University over here. And first, I would like to thank you for giving such a great platform to speak on the topic, which is a very, you can say, a discussable topic nowadays, sustainable development goals. And I would like to relate this with the sustainability in the management. Because as being the professors of the management, we should consider that all the sustainable goals are related to the management policies, their plans, rules and regulations, and how we can apply it in the different areas. So these all areas are very much connected to each other. Uh, this is one of the introduction which I would like to, you can say, mention over here. The sustainable management has contained, created, a defined as an application of sustainable practices. You know, all these practices will be very much necessary, because if you are not applying, you're just talking about, so the without implementation, the things will not be possible. Like we should apply in the categories of business and agriculture, which are become the backbone of any organization, any country, or any area. We should connect with the society, with the environment, and definitely with our personal life, first of all, by managing them in a different way that benefits current generation. Because currently, I just listening to your presentation, we are talking about how we can do something for the future generation as well as with the current generation. So sustainability management is the joining of sustainability and the management practices, that these practices should be balanced. Even the balance model, as I have shown in my, you can say, the PPT, you can see, so these models are related, are interconnected with everyone. Each and everything is interconnected. If we are leaving any one side, like you can say, there's a safety issue, there's an environmental issue, there's a health issues, all these are connected towards benefiting the current and the future generation. So sustainability in business, basically referring towards the company's strategy. As I'm the management side, so I'm discussing about some strategies. We usually talk about the SWOT analysis, but SWOT analysis is now, you can say, applied more towards the sustainability, the long-term planning of our actions to reduce the adverse environment and social aspects, which definitely results a good impact on the market. Now come towards another point as we talk about an analyzation, that is your economical, social, and governance. This is one of the metrics that we are discussing in the management side, and definitely it is one of the organization perspective that we are dealing with. Furthermore, this is a very beautiful picture on the screen that shows a lighten, a brighten, some spark in our future, which is really related to the sustainability of the business. It empowers the organization to identify and to overcome different challenges. Now, what are the challenges that we are facing? It is one of the very great, you can say, platform for us, that we are connecting with one countries, with one region to another region. So you can see the challenges of all the countries, of all the religions and all the regions are, you can say, are really connected, and they are helping us. With whether it's any countries, it's UK, USA, Australia, Pakistan, China, they all are so much imposed towards, and they all are, you can see, they're really working on sustainability. Everywhere they are talking about, because every country, every management, every organization is understanding the sustainability of every aspect is very much necessary. You can say the mandatory sort of, because I'm talking about economics, I'm talking about the social aspects, I'm talking about the environmental, because here the environment on which we are living, first of all, that should be sustainable, then we can grow. One of the main objectives that I would like to highlight over here again, to reduce the negative impact, that will be again the most important perception of, you can say, on our environment. So I should discuss over here about the green and the blue energy, because now before the people were mostly talking about, you can say, the green energies, but now I would like to highlight also on the blue energies, because we should take some energies from our sea, our water, our atmosphere. So this is also one of the major aspects. Okay, so let's talk about what the sustainability management can do a great impact on the organizational practices. There is a one infrastructure that is just an organization, but what actually they are practicing, are they really working on it? Yes, they do. They are working on it because it involves your economic production, your consumption, your wholesalers, retailers, you can say consumers. Each and everyone is connected towards a web, and that web will be the environmental impact on conservation of energies and resources. So when we are talking about in the management, we are talking about for the sources and the resources. Currently, sustainability in management, sustainability in education, sustainability even in technology is basically depend upon all we have our sources and all we have resources, and how can we utilize our sources and resources for the long term perspective. So we are basically, you can say, multiplying the parts of the people for the future generation, providing them plans how they can improve, because we are at the age that we are basically creating an infrastructure for the future generations. Okay, now the goal which I myself is activating or participating in different university seminars and different activities, that what we are doing some plantation activities. We are, you can say, making some new project that is related to the finance, that we should use less finance to reduce the energies, to remove the water wastage, to remove the, you can say, to keep our environment clean. So these are, you can say, the small part, but this will be our future. This will bring a great change in the society. Every person who is doing a small task for the change of the management will bring the big change in the society at a time. This is what my perception. Now come towards what are the three pillars that I would like to discuss. As the sustainable development is based on three pillars, it's social, economic, and environmental. You can see on the, you can see the picture which I have discussed over here. We're talking about social equity, we're talking about equality, we're talking about the environment, we're talking about the economy. One of the my student in the class, they're talking about means how it could be possible the economy and environment are related. And I'm really shocked, and I really shocked to hear that this now they are even not relating these two terminologies together, because before they are not aware about. Now when we are awareing them about the economic and environmental and the sustainability, so the young generations can do something more better, developing the human resource in the form of extreme reduction of the poverty. We should do many such social exercises to reduce the poverty side. We can do many, some, you can say, equality of the gender. As I can see in my conference, it is the equality of the gender, so we are giving chance to everyone. We are not discriminating, we are not biased at any sides. Again, as one of the prospect of the management, we are talking about the wealth maximization, not only the profit maximization. So wealth should be properly distributed in each and every area, so that all the pillars, environmental, social, and economic, these three pillars can be properly correlate with each other. Let's again, relating to the pillars, now come towards the time of on on what platform we should relate the pillars. The pillars should be related on us, the pillars should be related on our planet, then we can talk about the wealth, then we can talk about the profit. Okay, so like this is one of the, you can see the talking, which is a very comprehensive, you can say, picture, in which they are already showing that these three are very highly connected to each other for the role of protecting and maximizing the benefits of 3Ps, which is one of the major green plan for the taking care of the people. This is also discussed when we have attended a COP conference in the Dubai. So the people are talking about the majorly the 3 points. After the, you can say, the concept, they're talking about people, who are the main aspect, who are the, where we are living, the planet. And now we can do something for our planet to make it a green and to make it sustainable, to make it a longer. Because if we are not working, after a few years, we will be no more if we are not working on the sustainability. Now let's talk about integrating, how we can integrate the sustainability in the business. How do we, you can say, integrate our sustainability into business strategies? So this is again, before we are using the traditional business model, which only, you can say, focusing on short-term gains, on immediate profit. But now, yeah, that traditional business model is changed. We are now talking about the sustainability of the management that requires a shift in perspective on the balanced economic success. So the sustainable management is basically, if I talk about only the management, that is the planning, organizing, the leading, controlling, and the assurance of any task. But that planning, that organizing should be sustainable again to get the predefined, well-being planet and long-term success of our planet. Companies that prioritize sustainability practice tend to be more resilient, adaptable, and innovative. Yes, innovation is very much necessary nowadays because as we are talking about the technology, AI, we are discussing the chat GTPs. This is a, you can say, the drastic change in our society. The people are basically using these technologies to upgrade themselves and to, you can say, connected themselves to be more sustainable. And we, even for by this reason, we will be less competitor of each other because we are connected. Once, you can say, all the competitors have one team, definitely there will be a maximum wealth, maximum growth of any organization or any country. Okay, now take this another thing which I would like to highlight over here, that is the leadership in driving sustainability. I just use few words that is really inspiring me right now in the in these slides. That is one of the thing, that is a leader, we must champion sustainable practice within an organization. Definitely. We are talking about the agendas, we are talking about sustainability goals, but we should talk about the what who gonna lead this. We should lead by our governments, by our states, and even by the individual also. So this involves a clear setting to achievable goals by reducing different carbon footprints, which is the major, you can say, impact on the human life, on the individual. Ethical supply chains promoting diversity, diversity in different areas. We are talking about green financing, inclusive financing, because all this finance is a major role, is a major economics perspective. We cannot ignore this. For the CSR, for the corporate social responsibilities, for the benefiting the communities, benefiting the organization, benefiting different countries. So we must cultivate a culture of sustainability within our organization, encouraging employees at all levels to think creative, any way of thinking of creativity about how they can contribute to our sustainability objectives and to make it more valuable, and again to make it for a long-term perspective. We should not take any such task which is for the short-term growth. So we don't need any short-term growth. We should talk about such, you can say, platforms in which we all should combine together. We can work together for these achievable goals. So some challenges I would like to share over here. Some challenges in which the path of the sustainable management is fought for the challenges. It is also rich for the opportunities. The challenges are related to the systematic changes. It is related to the organizational practices, removing the traditional practices. The transition of sustainable management opens a great doors for the development of new production side, new models, new business models. Before we have this, you can say, old methodology of business model that is not inspiring everyone. We were just working on, you can say, a keep of books and writing and noting down all the books of accounts. But now we are doing everything connected through the online. We have different import export software which is, you can say, involved nowadays. Between removing the channels, you can say, the connectivity, the sustainability for the growing demand, it encourages the partnership. See what I'm talking about? Encourage your partnership across your industries. It foster your innovation and drive economic growth in a different way, again towards the people, planet, and the last one, it's not mentioned over here, it should be the wealth maximization and the profit. Definitely, when the people and the benefit of the planet, if they're working together, the wealth will automatically maximize. Okay, so now this is what we are educationists. We are what we are doing for this purpose. So as I should connect with sustainability towards this goal also, the role of education and the research. Here I have seen the many researches and many such conferences on the sustainable development goals, because you can say the teacher or the motivator or the innovator, they can be a one moderate role which can change the generation, because it is our first lab. The students and, you can say, generations are learning from us. So education and research play a very pivotal and the significant role in advancing sustainable management. as educator and researcher, what we are doing to equip the next generation of the leaders with their knowledge, skills, they're creating their ability, upgrading their mindset, navigating or removing their complexities to grow for the sustainability. This all involved towards a change of, you can say, a little bit curriculum, conducting some researches that will, you can say, are your bright vision for the generation, and having a good business practices. I have two important, you can see the pictures in which we have the human environment management and we have environmental impact. If we talk about the human, we have this cultivation, development, and exploitation and adaptation. But we should talk about the environmental side, because the human are basically, if I you can see this diagram, the human are basically surrounding by the environmental factors. So all this are connected with the culture and the society is through the environment on which they are living. So it depends upon on which planet we are living, how we are reacting. So that is the main aspect of the sustainability management. It should be the long-term goal. We should start work today. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for giving me this platform. I would you really highlight and upgrade this, that long-term thinking is basically the long-term sustainability. We should, I urge really to all of you today to take this message to my heart, to champion sustainability in your organization, to lead with example. Together we can achieve our goal. Thank you from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And really wonderful. And you spoke as in the introduction. I was told that you are such a good speaker, and definitely you are.
Thank you so much. Thank you
uh,
so much. I have
uh,
been speaking from last 15 to 16 years in the different conferences and discussing about relative the daily life issues and the problems, and really working for the society. And I'm still welcoming all the connected staff. If they are willing to work with me, I'm very much, you can say, involved with you to work something for the sustainable goals for the organization and for the communities.